You are now tuned into Sparring Minds with my man Charlie Hustle. Chef Main Topic, Mr. Mirror Time Sammy. Can't forget Hightower, aka Hightower. And on the ones and twos, your boy Dr. Rock Your Face Off, DJ Payne. We got sports, current events, social issues, main topic, mirror time, and much, much more. Let's get it.
Sparring Minds.
Hey, welcome. What's up? What's up, everybody?
Happy New Year's, man. It's 2021. So,
What up?
You know, I know we got together on Wednesday. We had to do a quick emergency show because of what was taking place in the real world. But now we're back in our land. You know what I mean? We're back in the Sparring Minds country, and we get to control the content. And so with that said, come on, man. It's your boy Charles Jones, a.k.a. Charlie Hustle.
Welcome back. It's your boy Hightower. You know what it is.
This is Sam Little, Mr. Maritime.
The chef, Mr. Main Topic. Excuse me, main topic. No mister.
No mister, just main topic. Yo, so moving forward for the Sparring Minds listeners, as always, we appreciate y'all. That goes without saying. We're excited to see y'all every Friday night. And I think continuously moving forward, we're going to open our doors to you for your comments, for your amazing faces. So I know my brother Hightower is putting the link up right now for you guys to jump into the show. That's going to be a regular for us. So anytime you want to rock with us, jump on in, man. You know what I mean? But got to bring something to the show. Don't come on here just want to look at my face and then jump back off. That ain't what we here for, you dig? So jump in, add some content to the show. Fellas, we're going to get into cartoons because that's been a big deal for us lately, right? I gotta say two things before we give the congratulations on the cartoon tournament. All right.
One, that these people are foolish.
No, we ain't gonna do that. We ain't gonna attack the people, bro. Knock it off. You sound like Trump out here.
Man, that's the people.
What I want to do is, I want to say R.I.P. to Caillou. They're taking the show off the air after 20 years, B. Like, Caillou been around for a long time.
Too long.
No, don't be like that, bro. Caillou was dope, man.
I don't even know what Caillou is.
Good.
What is it?
Good.
Caillou was a cartoon for the younger kids, man. It was dope. 20 years in the game, man. Anytime you serve 20 years in the game like that, kids do nothing but salute that, B.
It must not have been good. I didn't see it.
Come on, man.
20 years in the game didn't help the Simpsons in the cartoon bracket. So, don't matter how long you want for, brother.
We're gonna get into the Simpsons in a second.
That's a common conversation.
We're gonna jump into that. That's gonna be number 3. So salute to Caillou for 20 years. Here's the second one. This is a cartoon. I'm gonna tell you all about this stuff that I came across today in the news. There's a cartoon out in Denmark, right? And recently the TV broadcaster is under fire for the show animated series, obviously, called John Dillerman. Now, in this show, John saves children from danger with his massive and oversized penis.
What?
The penis also operates and doubles as a pogo stick as John's main source of transportation.
Where do you get this shit from?
Now, a recent episode, listen, this was 13.
What?
We're being real childish right now. The show is 13 episodes in, B. They're 13 episodes in. And on a recent show, John found himself stealing ice cream with his penis from the local zoo.
Wow. That's how you're coming back. Pause. That's how you're coming back in 2021, brother. Like, for real. What?
The show is to show young men that you don't have to be embarrassed about penis and what it can do and how it can embed your life.
Oh, I can't wait to hear the comments on this.
200,000
This is too
viewers in
much.
this first episode, B. 200 grand on the viewers. So salute to Denmark. Salute to Denmark cartoons. You know, they out there. You know
I guess so.
They're innovators, B. They're trying to create. You heard me? So salute to them. Now, for number 3, as it relates to cartoons, salute to the bro Hightower for walking away with a dub in the 2020 cartoon tournament. 64 cartoons. It came down to The Simpsons and Tom and Jerry. And Tom and Jerry won nothing in a landslide, B. So salute.
Yeah.
Of course.
66 cartoons, actually, I think, right?
Yeah, we had a plan.
Yeah. Iconic cartoonism.
It's oh God. It's your floor. It's your floor, Hightower. So you get the trophy, you get to go to the podium, B. You want to make a statement of what you want to do out here.
I'm gonna turn my mic off right now.
Yeah, there's not much for me to say, man. I mean, the results, they spoke for themselves. The voters, they knew what time it was. Shout out to them. It is what it is, Let's get ready for the next one.
Word up. So speaking of the next one, Mano, talk to us a little bit about the next one, how we see that hitting the streets. What can we expect?
So as far as the next one, I know we were talking the other day. We had a couple ideas that we were kicking around. And I know one in particular is our lovely viewers, listeners. We were going to try to give them some feedback and allow them to pick a bracket for us to do. So we're going to see with that. I think Monday, we're going to send out a post about that. Maybe even tomorrow and get it going. Allow them to pick out something and we'll see what happens. Because a lot of people have opinion on how our brackets are, how the last one was. Y'all should have had this cartoon with this. So for once and for all, we partly agreed to allow the viewers and listeners to pick a bracket.
Could I be petty? Could I be petty and start shouting out some names right now?
Yo, be petty. Like 38% of our show is being petty, bro. So,
Okay, so guys like Dick Johnson, Dana Woods, that complain so much. Dana, this is your chance, fam. Holla at us. Please do.
Yo, oh man, it's a couple people that
this way you can.
Can't say nothing. You know what I mean against this one. So we'll see. This should be interesting though.
Okay. I can't wait.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to this one.
I may get my first win.
Yo, how though? I know me and you was talking like over New Year's. We was talking about sitting this one out, right?
We were talking about it, man.
Yeah, we were talking about sitting this one out. You know what I mean? Kind of giving the other brothers a chance to get it up under their belt. You know what I'm saying? Like,
I'm gonna turn off my phone again.
I'm gonna keep picking on guys, man.
What's this? 6 in now? Is that what it is? 6?
Yeah, about 6 or 7.
All right.
6 or 7. No, I want to say about 6 or 7. I know I got 3 and you got like 3 or 4, so it's only between us. Yeah, it's between us. You know what I mean? I'm
just being a good brother and letting y'all live. That's all.
Yeah, we got Chuck twice on the screen. What's really going on?
Oh man. Pardon me out here, man. I don't know if it's be internet or females, man. Like I can't get a control over either one out here. So pardon me, man.
It's easier said than done, bro.
Yeah.
Trust and believe.
Where did I miss?
No.
What did I miss?
You didn't miss nothing.
Just saying how we were gonna. Yeah, you didn't miss much. Just saying we're gonna allow the viewers, listeners to pick. And I know Little called out particular. He called out Dick Johnson about because I know he's one of the people. It's more than just him, but it's definitely.
Nah.
You know what I mean,
it's more than him. It's more than him.
Yeah, it's plenty. Definitely plenty of people.
So
this should be fun. We'll see what's up.
Word up.
And if they don't pick ones that we like, I guess we'll just take it in our hands.
I know you about to I know you want to go into the news, right, Sammy?
I don't know. Well, I mean, we got anything week in review? I mean, what's been going on out here? Anything big?
Well, we spoke a lot about the Capitol thing. We're not going to get back into that.
Yeah. Let's let that fall off. I mean, I basically been just watching TV shows, little series and stuff, just to kind of keep my mind focused on some other things.
Can I bring up some other news? Can I bring up some other news? It's not,
Hold up,
we got
before you go
football.
into that, before you go into other news, not to get on the Capitol thing again. We don't got to do that.
Okay.
But related to the Capitol thing, we see all y'all out there ain't saying nothing that was supporting your boys. So we know what time it is. So appreciate you guys' silence, but we know what time it is.
Come on, man.
But that's it. Go ahead.
Come on, man. That's not politician talk. My high tower be.
There was a lot of chatter this summer, and it got quiet.
Yeah.
So you're gonna keep the energy or you're not, but we know what time it is.
Yeah, it's kind of sad. I didn't see some of them familiar names on
my feed is tumbleweeds all week.
Yeah.
But the shit be on fire when Love and Hip Hop got a new guest. Like, you know what I mean? I can't get enough of the comments, but
But go ahead,
man. We're always gonna be here to field those comments. So whatever you have a raw thought, bring it to us, man. Let's chop it up.
We got NFL playoffs. Any of you guys? I mean, let's make a quick run through. Who's your dark horse in this one?
Buffalo,
Maine.
That's a good one.
New Orleans, but that's not a good one to watch. But maybe Buffalo and Tampa.
What you got, man?
I like Buffalo too. Kind of piggybacking off that, and I guess they wouldn't be a dark horse, but Green Bay
and
NFC. Yeah. So if I had to pick one from each conference, I go Green Bay on one side, Buffalo on the other side.
Now, Chuck, you boycotted this season, right? You wasn't watching a lot.
It's not that I boycotted. I just, I think the COVID's taking something out of sports for me. That's all.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
The uncertainty of it. It's taking something out of it. So I don't have a dog in the NFL race. I had a bunch of games. I couldn't tell you anything about it.
Okay. I don't know. I mean, me myself, I kind of go with Green Bay, probably taking the whole thing, to tell you the truth. Green Bay, Buffalo, yeah. Buffalo's looking real strong. I mean, beat out my Patriots.
Everybody beat the Patriots this year.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it is what it is. I guess we move on from there. Anything else big that was going on as of recent?
I got two things.
We've been gone for a little while.
I got two things. Go ahead, man.
Okay. No. I'm just saying it relates to the NFL. Just going to the NBA. The NBA's been having some COVID issues. Well, I know the Sixers team. One player on the Sixers had COVID. The entire team had to quarantine, and then you got about three or four Celtics. No, 3 Celtics that are not playing tonight. This COVID thing is going to be tough. It's going to make sports just so different. You know what I'm saying? And like Chuck said, it's definitely different for any year. So it's not hard to get into some sports, but just COVID and everything and makes it a little more difficult than before. So that's my
now speaking of COVID, right? Has any of you guys gotten the vaccine? I know my job hit me up, through text, like, hey, come on down. I mean, we got the vaccine for you if you want it. Any of you guys took the vaccine?
No. Nope.
Not
a chance. I have no intention of taking that.
Nah.
Yeah,
not yet.
I'm all set.
Yeah, I'm with y'all. I'm with y'all all the way.
Yeah. Can I just say this, man? Because it kind of is disheartening too. Because I got family members who's like, "Yo, take the vaccine." Come on, man. Like, and then they look at you funny when you're like, "Nah, I'm straight." You know what I mean? It feels like it's one of the things where you're on one side or the other. You know what I mean?
Right.
I don't want nothing to do with it. At least for the first few waves. I remember I guess Chris Rock had said something this week like, y'all take Tylenol, you don't have no idea what's in that. But conceptually that makes sense, but in my logic, it doesn't. So I'm not going to try to live my life based on someone else's logic.
Well, I mean, conceptually it may make sense, but he might not have said that if Tylenol was just coming out on the shelves.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
you can't really do that. You can't do that.
After 50 years of trial and error.
Yeah, exactly. Come on.
Yeah. It's interesting because hey, Jenna, shout out to Jenna. We appreciate you tuning in. She's saying that she knows people, close friends who have taken that. Jenna, how's that worked out for them? Are they dealing with any after effects? Anything? I'd like to know more about that. But yeah, it's just not something I'm comfortable with.
I know a few people have taken it, but I mean, It is what it is. When it's my turn, it's my turn.
Right.
Yeah.
That's offending.
So again, we're keeping an eye on the box. If y'all want to jump on the conversation, hit us up. You know what I mean? We're certainly open to that. So far, so good, Jenna says. So that's always love that somebody's healthy and staying on the right side. So we can't complain about that. I got two things in the news. We're gonna talk about that chick out in California. So first off, this was Maya Ponsetto, I think her name is. Now, this is the chick who was in New York City and got mixed up with saying that some young black teenager stole her phone and some kind of confusion or mix up, right? I don't know. What's funny is I missed the origin of this story. So if one of y'all have some news on the origin of the story, I'd love to hear it if you know more about it.
So, from my understanding, she was a guest at a hotel. Not that particular day. I think she must have come back. Either she was checking out that day or the day before, whatever the case was. But that particular day when she was, traumatizing that young man, she wasn't a guest. She misplaced her phone. She assumed it was at the hotel. And I guess all hell went loose from there. Long story short, her phone was recovered. It wasn't at the hotel. It was in an Uber. And the Uber, I think, may have brought it back to the hotel because maybe that's where they picked her up from. I don't know. But yeah, she kind of went into a little tirade over her phone. You would have thought she was, holding, nudes or unsoliciteds or some government secrets or something. But she kind of went off on this little kid. And I say little kid, he was, a teenager.
Like 14. He's like 14,
he could hold his own. But she kind of went up.
Still.
She went left.
So, as a result of what you just talked about, Ian, right? Maya was charged with 4 felonies, right?
Yep.
So, attempted robbery. I'm assuming she tried to take little man's phone, right?
Yep.
So they're counting that as attempted robbery.
Oh, she might have got her ass kicked.
Endangering the welfare of a child, again, goes along in the same vein. Attempted grand larceny, because if it was an iPhone, it costs over $500, over $1,000.
Yeah,
so that qualifies as grand larceny. And attempted assault, right? So she's went into 4 felony counts in New York at that, right?
Yeah.
New York look at felonies a little bit different than everybody else.
Fact.
Okay. Now again, I missed all this part of the story. Just getting caught up today. She lives in California. She runs back home to California, right? But of course, because you got 4 felonies, the Elroy's got a warrant out for you, right?
Of course.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
They see her in California. Guess what this broad do? She take the fuck off. So now we're gonna add evading police.
Evading police. Oh, she just.
They get her at her crib. Guess what else she do? She slammed the door on a cop's arm. Now we're adding assault to a police officer to the.
And resisting arrest.
Oh yeah,
that's like 10 charges now, right?
Throw the whole bitch away, B.
Oh yeah. Game over. Do not pass go. Do not collect.
Yeah,
straight
like
to jail.
Fuck out of here.
Because you lost your cell phone. Yeah, I love this story, B. I love it. Because it's nothing better than seeing somebody get their just desserts over their own original stupidity.
Yep.
You know what I mean? You wanted to blame this kid for stealing your shit when you was dumb enough to lose on your own, and now you stacked up all these felonies on top of it. Salute to you.
Yep.
Spectacular, as Chuck would say. Spectacular, dog. That's an absolute fact. Here's something else spectacular in the news. Our guy Akon. I don't know if y'all been keeping up with this. Now he's been talking a lot of shit lately for a while. I mean, 3 years now he's been on this shit, right? About African development. right? Let me tell you what's happened with Akon out in Senegal. He was gifted 2,000 acres of land by the Senegalese president, right? It's his intention to build, quote unquote, Wakanda. This 2,000 acres of land is going to include healthcare facilities, offices, luxury houses, shopping malls, skyscrapers, eco-friendly tourist centers. All of this stuff's supposed to be state of the art. And one thing I want to talk about is the city that he's calling Akon City, which, bruh, come on, let's knock it off, B. But okay, well, I'll give you a pass. Don't worry about it. So, Akon City, right? It's going to have all of these things that we talked about, all this futuristic shit, which we can support, right?
Akon
It's going to be built around cryptocurrency. And it's going to have its own cryptocurrency named Acoin. Again, B, knock it off. But I'll accept it because I like the idea of where you're going with this.
Yeah.
So and immediately what we know about something like this is that it's going to present immediate jobs to those in the vicinity, right? Legendary. Legendary. Because we all have enough common sense to know that creating jobs is a foundational piece to building a civilization or improving wealth or improving anything in the community is being able to provide jobs. So salute to that, right? But is this going to now, well, again, it's only 2,000 acres, so it ain't New York City. But is this something where our people, should consider going and trying to live in Akon City?
Is he using any other letters besides the letter A? I mean, don't get me wrong. I like the letter A.
You have an affinity for the letter A, huh, bro? Huh? Yeah, I get it. I could see. Listen, they have luxury houses. That's the plan, right? And so, I think there's always been this misnomer of us growing up, where, oh my God, there's nothing in Africa but dirt and trees and lions. That's not the case. You know what I mean? Like, there's some real shit happening out in Africa. And then if you add this on top of it, I don't know why we wouldn't consider kind of going back there and kind of helping that community out.
Makes sense.
It makes a lot of sense.
Definitely.
Makes sense, but would you take your household, Maine? Would you take your household literally to Wakanda if you were to develop it?
No.
See, and I think a lot of Black people feel the same way. See, what would you say?
Nah, I mean, it'll be a wait and see thing with me.
You know what I mean? And I guarantee Hightower's going to say the same thing. Ant, what would you say?
Well, no. First off, nah, I'm not going over there. And it's not because it's an undeveloped area. For me, it's because, one, I've never been over there to begin with. And, for me to decide to uproot my family to go over there, I need to know a little bit more about what I'm getting myself into. Yeah. So had I been there before, maybe that changes the conversation a little bit. But for my very first time to the motherland, I can't do it like that.
Right.
We're literally talking about Wakanda. Like, let's just use that as our example here. So if they're building Wakanda, we've seen what kind of technological marvel that can be. I don't understand why it would be a bad idea.
No, it's not a bad idea.
It's not a bad idea.
Bad idea for me personally, but it's not a bad idea overall.
I would entertain it. My wife's on a different life. You see that? You can leave the bottle, boo. Nah. So shout out to the 4040, the homie 40 Water, providing the mango scotto for tonight's show.
Didn't you get washed down in the verses by Too Short?
Absolutely did not. We're gonna leave that alone.
I know we didn't speak about that, did we? Huh?
No, we didn't get a chance to. I don't know what happened, but come on. Anyways, I think that would be a dope idea. I think it'd be an opportunity for, just more. Listen, I'm always up for growth for Black people. I'm always for that. I'm always going to speak about that. You know what I mean? So I think this would have been a dope opportunity for that.
For sure.
Yeah.
All right, what do we got on the menu for today? Because I got a couple of things.
I mean, we can recap 2020 if you want. What's up?
Yeah, that's what I had on the agenda.
So okay, real quick before we go into that, I just want to say there's been like a rumor of a next versus coming up, and it looks like it's gonna be UGK versus 8 Ball MJG. Not sure how much Southern thinks. I like that.
Get it.
I like that one. So
Yeah, I like
we'll
that.
see. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I love it. Come on, man. Like without Chad, okay.
Still gonna play the hits though.
Yeah, but
entertainment wise, I get it because Chad in the studio and that would be legendary. That would be spectacular. Right. So I get it from that standpoint of entertainment. It does lose a little bit, but musically, still heavyweights in the South. 2 heavyweights in the South right there. So looking forward to that. You know what I mean?
I'm here for it.
Go ahead. What you got?
So who's your early pick? Now that you bring it up, who's your early pick?
Early pick, I'd probably have to go UGK.
Yeah.
I'd have to go UGK early, and I love 8 Ball and MJG, but early I'd have to go UGK with that.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, I think we all
got too many. They just got too many joints.
Okay. Yeah, we all agree. We'll tune in for that. Is Ashanti still happening this weekend or next weekend? What's happening with that? Do we know?
It's supposed to happen, but they're not going to do it in person. They're going to do it remote again. They're going to go back to that format just to keep cautious of what's going on and stuff. So yeah.
Are we tuning in for that? How are we feeling about
that? Maybe. That's going to be a wipe down too.
Okay. Well, we'll see. We'll talk about it some more. So let's as we're talking, let's just talk about 2020, man. I mean, I know we wrapped up the year, and we all know it was crazy. I mean, what kind of things stand out to you, Sammy? Like, I think what we'll do. We'll wrap it around the room so we don't layer over each other. Give me one thing that stood out to you in 2020 that you was like, come on,
man. One thing that stood out in 2020.
Yeah.
Just the bullshit that went down earlier this week. You know, you're president. You know, you're president. I think that, you know,
man, we talk about 2020, man. What are you doing?
2020?
Last week was 2021.
It started up with him.
Come on.
hey, listen.
Sparring Minds listeners.
What? I'm like, what's
listen. I'm gonna talk to the listeners.
Listen.
I'm gonna talk to the listeners one-on-one, B, because let me put you dudes on mute.
I'm sorry. You know, listen. It's still 2020 to me. It's still 2020 to me. I you know, it takes my mind a little while to, you know, think of 21 right now.
We're not gonna let you include 2021 events in 2020. Mano, what you got for 2020?
Man, 21 thing that stood out to me in 2020. Man, it's Sparring Minds. Sparring Minds stood out in 2020. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It was the birth of it. You know, it included a nice little getaway.
Corolla.
Some crazy conversations. And what stood out to me personally is I actually learned how to play spades. So thank you to my brother.
Yes, sir.
So thank you to you three, my brothers. I appreciate you for walking through that path of spades. I can now officially go to the Black Cookout, and I
yes, sir.
I can actually play and compete in spades now. So shout out to you. Spades.
Okay.
Word up.
And that Makers isn't nothing to fuck with either.
Not at all.
Oh no. Yeah, Richard Pittman. Yeah, he's just learning how to play spades, Rich.
Yeah, no, that Makers is not the drink for 2020. Actually, it might be the drink for 2020, B.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Relative. What you got for 2020, baby?
A lot of hardship, man.
Yeah.
Not to be down and morbid about it, but yeah, this was a really tough year, man. Like, Alex Trebek and Chadwick and Kobe and like it was just
trying to go there.
It was
got
bad,
John Thompson. Yeah.
Yeah, man. Like this year 2020 took away a lot of people, man. A lot of people. I mean, not even including COVID. You know what I mean? Like
right.
That stood out with me, I think, the most since, man took my Corolla sauce. But other than that, man, I've enjoyed the ride with you guys, man. This Sparring Minds has been great. And yeah, man, the sky's the limit from here.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I think obviously, right? Yo, who was Maine's partner? Jenna's asking us who was Maine's partner.
It was me. It was me.
No, it's Hightower.
It was Little.
It was me.
It was me. It was me.
First of all, you got to put the best spades player with the novice. So it was me.
Oh, nigga, please. All right, we're going to skip past that bullshit.
Wait, time out. Marissa, I did not start any of that, okay? I did not start any of that.
Come on, man. Come on.
These girls out here lying on me.
Nah, ain't nobody lying, babe.
They lying. I didn't start nothing.
Strategic, though.
Listen, like, we can't talk about 2020 without talking about COVID, right? Like, it's just kind of synonymous with each other, right? And 500,000 people dead, like 128,000 in this country alone from the numbers that I'm pulling up. Like, Come on, man. That's incredible. Like, I don't think any one of us would have believed that we would have lived in a pandemic during our lifetime. You know what I mean? Pandemics was smallpox and polio 50 years ago. It wasn't supposed to happen to us. You know what I mean? And now we're living through something like this. And I think what's happening as we live through a time like this is that you really get to learn about people. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You get to learn about who takes certain things seriously and who don't. You know what I mean? Who it's just you learn a lot about people, and it's maybe it's eye-opening, maybe it's refreshing, maybe it's too bad, maybe it's all those kind of things. But absolutely, COVID has been an eye-opener for me. I think one of the other things that really stood out to us, or should have stood out to us, George Floyd, and I think that the death of George Floyd and the manner in which he died. I mean, I personally believe it dawned the Black Lives Matter movement. Now, other people could feel differently because things have happened before that, things have happened after. But I think that the dawn of Black Lives Matter was really important for this country. And I'm happy that it finally happened. I'm saddened that it took another Black man's life in order for it to spark, but I'm glad that it did. So that we can shine a light on, listen, again, we've talked about this on previous shows where I said, everybody knows that racism and injustice is happening in this country, right? Mm-hmm. But and we can give you a million examples of it. George Floyd was just a highlight to whether you want to come out and believe it now. Everybody knows it's happening, but this is happening right in front of your face. So do you want to accept it now that you're seeing what we're talking about? Or do you want to say, you can no longer plead ignorance? Like that's come on, that's gone. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And so
two Americas.
Yeah.
There's two Americas out here.
That event definitely drew a line in the sand where you knew who was what and who was standing for what and who wasn't. You know what I mean? So a lot of people stayed on one side and a lot of people came over to the other side.
Yeah.
Facts.
Side of right. Well, you say side of right, but I think I struggle with that still internally. Here's why. When Black Lives Matters dawned, anytime something dawns, there's got to be an antithesis, right? Mm-hmm. So when we saw Black Lives Matter, we also saw Blue Lives Matter. Mm-hmm. And I think that the part of the thing I struggle with internally is that I see a lot of Black folks are still saying, yo, Blue Lives Matter. And I'm like, I don't understand that. Blue Lives Matter in my head equals there's all police are not bad. Those statements are synonymous to me. You know what I mean? And I think that the police structure, which has been a major highlight for 2020, is something that we have to talk about as well. Like, for the good police, here's what I need you to do, right? This is from me to you. If you're a good police and you got people out here supporting you saying that, yo, this is a dope cop, stop them other motherfucking cops, B. Like, it can't be, I know police have an inner code. Everybody in the world knows police have an inner code, right? But when does just being a humanitarian, when does just being right and just and honest, when does that come before your police code? And that's one of the things that we're trying to shine a light on here in 2020. I think it's already been done, so we'll see what that turns into now moving forward.
Yeah.
But ignorance can't be the question. There's no more ignorance. There's no more I didn't know. Ain't no more of that.
Yeah, facts.
True.
Definitely.
Yeah.
So we're talking about natural disasters that happened out in the world here, 2020, right? So obviously the California wildfires are incredible. One of those was even started by, I didn't even know that until today. One of them was started by a gender reveal party. Get you the fuck out of here, B. If you having a gender reveal party and you doing a campfire in California, where it's dry as fuck, and everything's up in flames, and you cause 50 deaths, and come on, man. Get you the fuck out of here, B. So, yeah, we got the California wildfires. Australia had their own wildfires, which was bananas over there, killed millions of animals, hundreds of thousands of acres of land was destroyed. Australia went through some shit. Puerto Rico had major earthquakes and shit that rocked them and fucked theirs. You know what I mean? So,
Yeah.
Locusts was in Africa and Asia, nigga. Like, this is biblical out here, B. You heard me? So, like, come on, man. 2020 was wild, B. What else I got for 2020, man? Let me start running my mouth, B, because I'm gonna get passionate and I'm gonna keep going.
I don't know. Go ahead, man.
I mean, I wasn't trying to go there with the deaths and everything because I've endured a couple, family-related, particular in 2020. But definitely, man, the Kobe thing, like that was just nuts. And I just remember so vividly because it happened the day after my daughter's birthday, a birthday party, in which Kobe was at the game that Saturday with his daughter in the front row as LeBron, I think, broke his record.
Yeah.
Broke his record for something. And I just remember seeing that pitch and I'm like, oh, okay. Kobe was at the game. I'm like, word. I'm gonna replay the game and watch it tomorrow because I get a chance to see it, my daughter's party. And then the next day, I remember getting a call. I'm pulling up to the game. It was like, yo, Kobe got in a plane crash. I'm like, get the fuck out of here. I don't see this shit nowhere. Like, and then when that shit started to become real, it was like Kobe was kin to me. You know what I'm saying? It's how I felt about it. Like that was one thing, and that was early in 2020 because that was the end of January.
February,
that was something that it was January 26th.
Got you.
So that was something that just like really, really and set you.
That set the whole year off.
Right. Like that was just bad right there. Like you like, okay, this is not gonna be good. This year's not gonna be good based on something like that. You know what I mean? A guy in his around our age, same as us.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Early 40s, about to start his next chapter that was probably gonna be more spectacular than when he was a player. You know what I mean? Like, and just, I mean, we're all fathers. You know what I'm saying? Copple's the only one that doesn't have a daughter. You know what I'm saying? So just like, and knowing that relationship that he had with his daughter, you know what I mean? Like that was heavy. That was definitely heavy. So I didn't want to go there in a somber note, but Hightower kind of took it there. So I had to mention that. That's one thing that really, really, and then it was just like a domino effect of everything else to kind of happen after that. You know what I mean? That was just spectacular, like just insane. So
listen, man, we gotta talk about that kind of stuff. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
like,
that was wild.
We can't gloss over it. You know, it affected our lives. Kobe and AI were like the symbol of what we wanted to be. You know what I mean? In terms of, You know, they were young, fresh, playing ball. Like, they were icon stars in our era. You know what I mean? And so, obviously, me being the resident Laker fan, it hits even harder. You know what I mean? Because I watched them as a kid, and I just, it's tough, man. It's tough. And it's just, again, just another illustration of what that year turned out to be. What are the 2020 things y'all got on the plate? Because I got a few more, but I'm trying to shut my mouth like my wife says.
That's not ever gonna happen. But now let him go. Let him go. Release him.
Listen, I think we all loved Will and Denzel. We all love Will and Denzel. But Chad Boseman was incredible, right? And listen, every black person loved Black Panther, right? But we love, and y'all remember when Black Panther hit the theaters, and it was that because of what it really meant for our people in terms of what we could be and how dope it is for us to finally be getting our shine. And Chad was the face of that. You dig what I mean? And it just, listen, man, I think Chad hit me almost as hard as Kobe. Just because he was just starting his career. Chad was Kobe at 22. You know what I mean? Kobe at 23. He was just getting busy. He already had classics behind him. You know, with Jackie Robinson. You know, he already had classics. It was building. You know what I mean? And
he came swinging out the gate with just hit after hit after hit as far as movies. You know what I mean? Like you said, 42, Thurgood Marshall, James Brown. Like,
come on, man.
You know what I'm saying? Like, he was just on fire out the gate, and that was just that was bad. You know what I mean? That was definitely bad.
That hit hard, and so yeah, I had to make sure we gave them a little bit more than what we're doing. with Tiny Liston and other Alex Trebek, other losses that we've taken. It's just like, damn.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I mean,
John Thompson.
Yeah.
Here's the reality. Y'all lost me?
No, you good. You're back.
You good. You good.
We had a motherfucking Prince give up the throne, B. Like, have you ever heard of some shit like that?
Yeah, I heard of it.
So Prince Harry, renounced the throne, moved with Meghan to Canada? Get y'all the fuck out of here, B. Yo, I don't know I can't even explain that shit, B.
It's love, man.
King. No, let me move to Canada, eh? Get the fuck out of here, man.
So let me ask you this. I know you saw it coming to America. So what would you think when Akeem decided he wanted to do the same thing? You was cheering him on or what?
Get him the fuck out of here too, man. These niggas had an actual throne. Get you the fuck out of here, dog. You know what I went and did for a throne, B?
Hey, they just proving that love conquers everything. That's all that is.
Yeah.
Love and a throne? It's close, B. It's close.
She must have had something spectacular.
Oh, there's no question.
She must have had something spectacular.
So we're talking about that. Mississippi removed the Confederate flag from their state flag. That's dope.
Yeah.
I can fuck with that in 2020. Is that a sign towards progression? I think so. I fuck with that.
I mean, you had the Washington Redskins change their name.
I fuck with that.
And the Cleveland Indians is right behind them.
Yeah.
So did they change it, or what are they doing?
They've announced that they're going to change it, but they haven't formally changed it yet.
Yeah.
Again, these what we're seeing is a transition from people acting like they didn't know what was going on. The last 20 years, Dan Snyder with the Washington football team I don't know what you're talking about. Everybody loves my team.
Right.
And now he's like, let me take a real look in the mirror. Okay, let's change some things.
And he didn't do that. He didn't do that on his own.
Of course not.
Yeah,
Of
pressure.
Okay.
Pressure.
Let's be clear.
course.
Yeah, that's all that was. Yeah.
But the fact that our word now applies pressure means something to me. You know what I mean? We complained for 70 years and they didn't do shit.
Right.
Oh, you don't like being hung? Sorry. That didn't mean shit. Oh, you don't like police brutality? Oh, well. Now, when we complain about some shit, you see things starting to happen. So, I fuck with that. You know?
Right.
I always fuck with that.
Yep.
Yeah.
So that's what I have for 2020, man. You know, it's up and down, it's good, it's bad, it's wild, but it was our 2020 and we endured. You know what I mean?
We survived.
All the listeners pulled through, and we made it to another calendar year, another day, another week, another month, and we could celebrate being here and enjoying each other's company. So, you know, what I mean, so to us, man.
For sure.
Yeah. If it's one thing it taught you in 2020 is that if you don't know how to grind or hustle or do something like that, then I'm not sure what else will. You know what I'm saying? Because that's one thing for me personally that 2020 on just something positive like kind of brought out of me, because you know before 2020 started I quit my second job that I was doing working at night at BU to really fully dive into you know my catering and personal chefing. And that was one thing I'll say that 2020 definitely like helped me out with, show me, is that people will fuck with you. And you know what I mean? Like if it's good, if it's consistent. And it just made me a better person and probably a better chef in the process of dealing with that. So
Yo, word up to that. The homie Jenna brought something up we all forgot, which was the verses in the IG lives, man. Those for 2020, like real spit for entertainment value. That was big for us in the culture, man.
That was. Jenna just posted that up there. Yeah.
Yeah.
Club shout out to you, Jenna, because definitely we was about to drop the ball with that one.
Word
But
up.
definitely the verses and club quarantine, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like definitely, you know what I mean? Especially yes, Rich, especially D Nice and club quarantine.
Yeah, D Nice was on it hard almost every night at one point.
Yeah.
Word up.
Yeah, and even Dave making a good
right,
comment there. You know what I mean? Yeah. I mean, that's real talk, man. You know, like I heard Joe Budden was complaining the other day on his podcast about Zoom and just the world's changing, man. The way we communicate with people, the way we, you know, the bonds that might be loosening. You know what I mean? When you go see somebody every Friday night, it's different when you don't have that personal interaction no more. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
How does that affect relationships? You know what I mean? Or conversely, you in the house with your lady every motherfucking day. You know what I mean? How does that affect your relationship? You know what I mean? Where normally you might have had 2 nights out, get your fellas night out, get away from the lady every now and again, you good, help you balance. Now you with her every night, B. You know what I mean? So a lot of this, the world's changing. I don't know if we ever go back to the way it used to be. You know? There's vaccines rolling out now, but who knows?
Yeah.
So we gotta adjust.
I mean, I don't know. I feel like personally for me, I'm a homebody. Yeah, I might step out here and there, but for those that know, you might see me once or twice a month. You know what I mean? So when I do go out, I live it up. But you know, that's just, you know, to break up the monotony of being in the crib all the time. But I'm fine being in the crib. This, you know, as bad as the situation's been to some of us, like I've enjoyed it. Like I've done around the crib. You know, Hustle would tell you, man, we've been on Xbox heavy, so we've been here chilling, man. You know, we save a little bit of money.
Yeah, y'all the opposite of me in that aspect of it all, because you know I'm out, I'm running around, you know, in the gym like maybe 3 times a week, you know, training, or I'm at work, I'm doing something, like I'm constantly out.
Yeah.
So you know, it changed my whole life drastically. Now I'm sitting in the house, almost all day long. Nah, you know, I had to kind of find ways to kind of calm down my anxiety. Thanks for Xbox. Stuff like that, but
man, what about you?
Big
Is it a real big life changer for you, man?
Man, fuck video games. Y'all already know how I feel about that. So fuck Xbox, fuck PS4.
You're being childish right now. You're being real childish.
Nigga,
Nah, I thought I was being petty.
so much motherfucking French toast you can make, nigga. Like, what you doing in the crib all day, nigga? Like, you ain't that many recipe books in the world, my nigga. You got sis out here eating Indonesian tuna face, nigga, because you trying to find shit to create. Get the fuck out of here, nigga. That's something to get into, B.
Yo, nah, man. You can never. You can always work on your craft, man. Whether you reading or stuff like that, you can all and watching stuff. You can always work on your craft, some way, shape, form, or fashion. So, video games is just not my thing. You know what I mean? But salute to you, brothers, because I know how y'all feel about y'all video games. So y'all know the Sparring Minds tournament, the Xbox tournament. Y'all already know who won't be participating in that. So hopefully Kamani plays. You know what I mean? Then Kamani can get in there. You know what I mean?
Yeah, we gotta do something.
But yeah, I'm not with the video game.
Kamani's a big gamer.
Video game.
It's funny because
so then y'all be perfect.
I feel like I dropped the ball with writing. Like, I'm home all day, but I can't write anymore. Like, it's weird. So I think while you're able to work on your craft, and I was dope that you was able to conceptualize that, I got to be in a certain space to be able to write and produce urban fiction. And looking at my girl all day, there's no drama. You know what I mean? Like, I need
Wait, what?
to create based on drama.
What, you want drama?
So it helps me create. Being in the midst of drama helps me create. It just reminds me of the spectacular shit that females do. But when Fabian's over there just being quiet and listening to R&B, I'm like, there's no drama here. So I throw shit at her on time just to start some drama sometimes. Like,
yeah, you do.
Yeah,
like, man, question. Man, you had a question today, right? You had a question today. You want to go over that question that you put in the group today? There's some drama for you.
Well, I thought we were talking about 2020. I don't really want to go into the question.
Yeah,
I mean, he talking about drama. I mean, that question today earlier was a lot of drama for me.
Listen, y'all go to the page.
We're gonna y'all go to the page and check that out.
We don't need that energy right now.
What about taking this somewhere else, man? Fact, my nigga. Since you got so much energy, give us some mirror time, B. How about that? You do that.
Oh, we out of here already?
Nigga, it's been an hour, B.
All right. Well, today's mirror time. Healing doesn't have to look magical or pretty. Real healing is hard, exhausting, and draining. So let yourself go. Go through it.
Just 2020 in a nutshell.
Yeah.
Church.
So that's the mirror time for today.
I fuck with that, yo. This is Sparring Minds Season 2. This is our welcome back for the new year. We're gonna be here for a couple of more weeks. We hope that y'all rock with us for the next couple of weeks. This is your boy Charles Jones, aka Charlie Hustle, aka Hot Tub Tony. Well, come on, man. Come on, man.
We didn't shout out our DJ or nothing. Like, how you just okay?
Yo,
all right, good.
Come on, man. Yo, like it's disgusting. Come on, man. Like, I was in the I had like 13 AKs
right now.
I had at least 13 lined up, B. I went the New Year's selection, B. Shout out to DJ Payne.
Yeah, shout out to DJ Payne. He couldn't be here tonight.
What up? Getting that bread.
Yes, sir.
Nah, I just want to give a shout out to my guy, Raymond Heath. He works down the Gallivan Community Center. And I'm
on court.
I'm gonna be doing some virtual cooking classes for kids coming up in the springtime, ages 10 to I think about 12, 15. So it'll be online doing that. And, shout out to my man Ant Saunders from the city team. He got his Lace Quality Kitchen popping in the Riverside Galleria. So be on the lookout for the chef.
Yeah, that's what's up. Yeah.
Be on the lookout for the chef. Be on the lookout for the chef main topic pop-up shop at the Lace Quality Kitchen. That's gonna be coming real soon too. So I had to plug those. So I had to plug those two things in real quick before we got.
Of course.
Hell yeah! That's big news, brother.
Spectacular.
2021 starting out with a smile, at least.
Very big.
Ooh, yes, we need that.
For sure.
I got you, Niecy, for sure. We're gonna make that happen, Niecy. So definitely, you guys know when we get that on and popping.
Charles Jones.
Go back now. Sorry.
Chuck, you want to go back to your AKAs?
Nah, the Bible's already lost, man.
You sure?
This is the equivalent to you put your girl in the room and she's like, "Is it in yet? Like, do we start yet?" Fuck it, like, forget it. I don't want to get involved. Fuck out of here, B.
What?
Oh man, where do we come? Why?
No.
Why?
What?
Charles Jones, man. Charlie Hustle, man.
Oh shit.
High Tower, aka Drinking Water, all 21.
Sam Little, Mr. Maritime.
Oh man, Mr. Chef, main topic, man. Payne, we miss you, bro.
We out here, man.
Yo.
Payne, get back soon, man.
Appreciate
Oh,
y'all.
you just want to get back to your video games. That's what it is.
Fun and safe weekend out there.
Right
Right up. Peace.